You. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Christine Sorensen. You know how proud Pittsburgh is to call dancer, singer, actor Gene Kelly a native son. Born and raised in East Liberty, his mother enrolled him in dance lessons when he was just 8 years old. At the time, he preferred playing baseball instead and dreamed of playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates one day. He later combined his athleticism with dance and moved to New York City to start his career. Of course, we know Gene Kelly went on to become a big star in movies such as this one, An American in Paris. Now, appropriately, his role is being recreated back in his hometown in an award-winning stage production. An American in Paris is making its Pittsburgh debut after an award-winning start on Broadway, London, and Paris, and now this week at the Benedum Center. It's part of a co-presentation by the Pittsburgh CLO and the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. And the man who helped make this production possible is with us this morning. We welcome Van Kaplan, Pittsburgh CLO executive producer and a producer of the Broadway production of An American in Paris, along with one of the talented stars of the show, Sarah Este, who plays Lise in An American in Paris. Welcome to both of you.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Opening night last night here in Pittsburgh. How'd it go?
I think it went pretty well.
Yes, how'd it feel on stage?
Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Well, Van, what's it like for you to be able to bring this back to Pittsburgh, where you live, where Gene Kelly is from?
Well, it's so exciting for the Pittsburgh CLO. Gene Kelly was the honorary chairman of our board for many years in the 80s and 90s. And, you know, to bring American in Paris, a show that was essentially born right here in Pittsburgh, finally to play on the Benedum stage, which, you know, the Benedum used to be the Stanley Theater, which was the very first theater that Gene Kelly saw his first stage production. He came with his brother to the Stanley and saw shows there, and then stole those dance routines and went home to his mom's dance studio and taught them to all the kids.
What a connection. And now to have this. So why did you want to take this classic movie and put it on the stage?
Well, of course, it is a classic. It won 6 Academy Awards and was an incredible film. And we wanted to create a show that was a complement to the film. You know, if you want to see American in Paris, you can watch the film. So we wanted to do something that was new and different and innovative and bring it to the stage in a way that audience today could relate to it, and it has that great Gershwin music, so
absolutely,
you know, it's very exciting for us.
Well, and speaking of music, there's a lot of dancing, and I mean a lot, right, Sarah? What's it like for you as a dancer? This takes a lot of classical ballet training, is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely, this is a dancer's dream come true, to work with now Tony Award-winning choreographer Christopher Wheeldon, who was also our director on Broadway. Is, you know, in the dance world, he's a legend and just a god, as we were saying earlier. Yeah. So it's been an honor just to kind of, you know, exercise new skills that I didn't really know I had, you know, and to be able to dance, which is my favorite thing to do.
Well, so we're looking at some of the dancing now. You are in pointe shoes,
yes,
which people might think of that more as classical ballet more than musical theater. Tell me a little bit about how you really do wear pointe shoes the whole show, you said?
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much.
Most
you
of?
know, you go into the heels and whatnot, but our director choreographer has an amazing gift of telling story through dance, which if you've seen any of his, you know, full-length classical ballets, you will, you know, it's like watching a movie, you know, you just know exactly, like a silent film almost, you know, with music, of course. But yeah, I mean, he really has used his gift of knowing dancers and knowing how to tell a story that way to kind of weave in and out of your good old-fashioned musical, you know what I mean? So so it's really an amazing mix of both. Yeah.
Well, Van, I mean, Sarah and a lot of these others came from professional ballet companies. What was it like to find someone who could also then sing and act too?
Well, that of course was the challenge. It's a musical, so there are all different styles of dance. We're talking about ballet, but there's tap and there's jazz and, you know, big musical numbers. I've Got Rhythm and Swonderful. So we needed to find people who had training as ballet dancers because, you know, Christopher, that's his forte, and it is American in Paris, and there is a 14-minute ballet at the end of it. But we needed folks that could also act and sing.
Yeah.
So we canvassed the country, and you know what's wonderful in this country is that many people do high school musicals.
Yeah.
And that's how they get that initial training. And you find in dance companies today, many of the young kids who can actually sing and act because they've had some experience.
And Sarah, that was your case, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you were in a Miami ballet, is that
I
right?
was, yeah, the Miami City Ballet for about 10 years,
Okay.
dancing professionally. But before that, I grew up in Gorham, Maine, where my sister and I did the the musicals in high school, and I'd always loved that experience, but never knew if or when it would happen again. And this is kind of a perfect fit.
Wow. Well, it does seem like a perfect fit, and what a great opportunity for the CLO to be producing this and for you to be in on the beginning as a producer. What's it like for you to be able to be on that creative team and actually make this brand new production?
Well, it's wonderful. I mean, it's what I do. The CLO is a not-for-profit organization, and part of our mission is the creation and development of new musicals like American in Paris and others, and to be able to do that on a grand scale and have the show, of course, win 4 Tony Awards and eventually come to play Pittsburgh is a dream come true for all of us.
Well, it's really so exciting for Pittsburgh to be able to claim a part of this and to play a role in its success. And you said it's now playing in London, is that right?
We opened in London on March 21st, and we received 28 5-star reviews, which is the most that any show has ever received on the West End. So it's very exciting.
And I guess we should end at the beginning, but remind us the story. It's a love story, right?
Well, it is. It's about 3 men in love with one woman, and it follows that storyline, and it's similar to the movie, and it's a romantic tale, and it's told through song and dance and great performers.
And it takes place in Paris in the 40s?
Well, it's after the liberation of Paris in around 1945. And Paris in 1945 was really war-torn. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that kind of got us into the story was, what would it be like if our young characters who have been so affected by the war, mm-hmm. if they're trying to put their lives together, back together after war, dealing with the things that they experienced in war, as the same time as the city was trying to put itself back together. Oh. So it's a story of rebirth and romance.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see it. It'll be perfect for my 14th wedding anniversary tonight as a celebration. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
And American in Paris runs tonight through June 11th as a co-presentation by the Pittsburgh CLO and the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. Come see this national tour on its Pittsburgh debut at the beautiful Benedum Center. For showtimes and tickets, go to kdka.com/PTL.